When are we starting?
Yeah, probably not then.
not to tell everybody what equipment we have.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, come rob us,
Yeah,
please. Now you know I've been worrying about for the last 5. You motherfucker! Now I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Are we started?
Yep,
I mean, yeah, we did. Everything's rolling. Everything's rolling.
Well, you guys are over here just fucking sitting there talking about equipment we can use. I didn't think that was going to be the start. That's fair.
We're here. We're rolling. We're
so
unhinged.
I got a couple things that I wanted to talk about while starting this. First of all, fuck you and you for your last episode where I couldn't make it, alright? These motherfuckers start this episode off talking about Valentine's Day. And then they started saying I was sad and was going through it.
What you going through?
Hey, look, that was him.
Because of two things. I sent Blythe a really nice message, as well as I did D-Lo, two of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hope your girl, you and your baby are having a great Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing well. I missed my homies, but I wasn't, like, sad. I was at the bar, DJ, and I was turned up. So I'm drunk as fuck. No, I live in Oskaloosa now. I live in Oskaloosa now.
He's right.
So I don't get to see my homies as much anymore. I was ready to game. That's really what I was ready to do. I was in the mode where I got home, and I was like, dude, I'm ready to fucking play some Call of Duty. But there was nobody on. Even the single motherfuckers I know were already on. I didn't ask to DJ Valentine's Day. The schedule came out, and it just so happened that I was DJing Valentine's Day. So, like, I mean, there's definitely at least five different bitches that I could take home at Hot Shots at the end of every night. But I'll tell you what, dude, I don't want to. I'm going to have to be more drunk.
Collectively add up to
here's me drunk. Here's me drunk. Here's me very drunk. Here's me drunk enough to do cocaine, and then somewhere up there is me drunk enough to take one of those bitches home.
See, that's what you said.
Yeah.
You said I'm drunk enough to do cocaine right now.
Dude, I was fucking like, dude, because I had like 3 shots of Crown. I had like 5 fucking Vegas bombs.
Let's do it.
So I'm like jacked up off the Red Bull and the fucking whiskey right now. I had beers too. So I was just fucking, I was like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. If there was a party tonight, I'd get down. I'd fucking get down with some nose drinks, dude.
Just a little bump.
Well, we're sorry, Lolo, even though I had nothing to do with that, really.
Whatever, dude. You were like, oh, yeah, I'm sure he was.
You platformed me.
You were like, oh, I'm sure he was sad. I'm sure he was down.
I don't believe in the platforming argument. I think it's bullshit.
I missed my
Some bitch,
content, bro.
Some dude shared a status about, imagine if women couldn't wear makeup. And the chick in the picture, as the whatever, it was like, she looked like a completely different person with makeup on. Not just, I'd say most women use makeup as an enhancement, whereas there's those bitches that fucking cake face it up. And this bitch, I'm not even going to say her name, I'll say it later. But she comes on talking shit. And I hop in the comments and I'm just like, bro, it goes both ways. There's millions of women spending all day talking shit. It's just like, she's like, oh, so this is what you do? You sit around all day and just fucking talk shit about women? It's like, it's one post that got shared. So, I mean, I wouldn't consider that all day.
It sounds like
and then
like
she's
my
gonna,
life.
This is why I brought that up. Because she's going to hit me with, this is why you're lonely. Where the fuck am I lonely? I'm too busy to even be lonely.
You're lonely on Valentine's Day.
I wasn't lonely. I literally was not lonely. I would have been out with a bitch if it weren't that I was DJing.
Right.
Which, if the place would have popped off, I probably would have ended up fucking making a move on somebody. But that place was fucking dead on Valentine's Day. It was not fun. That's why I got so fucking drunk. But I'm like, dude, what a sad life for me, dude. What a sad life. I just go to work where I can spend all the money I make on myself and then the things that I have to. If I want to go to a concert, I can just buy a ticket and go. I don't have to pay for somebody else's fucking bullshit. I can buy myself a nice gift and not have to get them a fucking thing. What a sad life. I can just go to work and go to the gym and then I can go do whatever the fuck I want and never have to get bitched at by some annoying ass girlfriend. What a sad, sad life, dude. I can like any bitch's photo I want to. I can hit on any bitch I want to. And I can fuck any bitch that's willing to fuck me as well. So, What a sad, lonely life that is. Fuck you guys, dude. How about that? The next time you're getting bitched at, I'm gonna be like, oh, dude, so sad to be lonely. You fucking queers.
Yo.
Do you ever worry about the inevitable black hole that's going to take up your life when you're old and alone?
Why would I be old and alone? I got a whole fucking family.
He's like, did you not
What?
just hear
They'll
this tangent
die,
I went on?
My nieces and nephews are all gonna die before me.
Not before you
My
necessarily. I mean,
siblings,
they could.
and my siblings
They
and my
very well
cousins
could.
are all gonna die before me.
No,
I
all
doubt
of them. Some of them could.
I doubt it. And then my homies are my family too. I'm cool. I'm chilling, dude. I got a fucking dog. I'm pretty solid.
That's true.
I'm telling you, dude, it was like I'm always trying to fuck some bitch and I'm always trying to have something around and somebody around so that I'm not lonely. Then I got a dog and I'm like, I'm chilling now. Like, I'm cool. I could hang out 6 days a week, just me and my pup, and I'm solid.
What about that 7th?
I mean, I might want to get a picture of him. You know what I'm saying? I do need pussy sometimes, dude. I just don't need it to the extent that there was a realization that I hit where I used like getting bitches as this barrier of like lonely type of emotions that I didn't want to deal with. I had a spot in my life for a very long time where the scariest place for me and the most depressing place was alone and inside my own head with my own thoughts. And now that's a place where I feel confident. I feel okay. I feel grounded. I feel calm. I feel collected.
That's a good song, by the way.
What?
Thoughts.
Oh, thoughts, yeah. See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I had a point in my life where it's like, and dude, honestly, once I came out of that point, that's where it's like the music tanked for me. That was like my muse. My loneliness and fear of being in my own head was like my muse of making, that's where my best songs came out of. And then it just, I don't know, dude, I'm focused in, I'm locked in. My stepdad's fucking got cancer, about to have a serious surgery and shit. So I'm down there helping fucking trying to run this business, getting shit done. I'm locked in, bro. Doing man shit.
You said doing man shit.
Exactly, dude. Had to step up.
That's how it be.
Coleman. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I'm just over here smoking, not stepping up to the conversation.
For real.
But before we dive into everything else, there's one more thing I wanted to bring up and get you guys' opinions on this, right?
Oh no.
Because when I saw it, I was like, what? This bitch made a post talking about, I'm good on that, talking about she just wants to date a normal man, right? And then she's like the dating pool.
No,
It
you
says,
don't, by the way.
drug addict, alcoholic, lack of personal hygiene, emotionally detached, video game addict, and a couple of other things. What do you guys think about that?
What's a normal man?
I feel like I'm personally attacked on a lot of the things that you listed.
Does that not? Coleman just sits there and looks at me. Do you have an opinion? Anything to say?
I mean, I kind of agree with Paul. Like, I think that's kind of a bullshit.
Sounds like a normal man, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, dude.
I mean, yeah, but like normal is like I think like
is
I think I agree with what he
broad
said. There is no
spectrum.
normal.
Yeah, if you're gonna if you're gonna say, oh, this is normal, that is a very broad spectrum.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And I would say that 99.9% of normal men fit into one of those categories.
Yeah, I
at
play the
very
game.
At least, yeah.
Well, and what I would
man.
also say is I doubt that what she's saying is actually true because she probably has dated normal men. She's been like, I hate this. I want
Exactly.
like actually a normal
She's
man.
definitely gotta
She's
be
like
one of
going
those people
down
that's
and
like-
down.
And it's just like, what's your perspective of normal? Like,
She's
Exactly.
one of those women for sure that's like, I'm never the problem. There's just like she has to be, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
for
like, is it misogynistic now to be like, hey, you should look inside yourself as a woman and maybe you need to be a better woman and this man really wasn't that bad? If he pays the bills, like keeps a hold of his financial shit, he doesn't cheat and he doesn't beat your fucking ass, I'd say he's a pretty good guy. I'm just saying, dude. Like, he's not whooping your ass. He's going to work covering the bills. And like, yeah, like, what do you want, dude? He comes over
Yeah,
and
I
plays
feel
video
like you do
games,
need,
working
like,
60 hours a week.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Yeah, what you're looking for, like what kind of connection you want. I'm sure, like, it just depends on the relationship, but
Dude, these bitches, I tell my little sister this all the time, bro. I tell her to remember this because she's still kind of in that realm, although I do think she's very advanced, probably because of the friendship that her and I have. But women, especially in our age range, don't date for what a man is right now. They date for their delusional idea of what they could be. And so they like want to mold them up into this thing that they don't even want to be. It's like you're trying to change me at my core. And along the lines, there is things where it's like, yeah, that could be an advancement for me and that could be better. But it's like, that's not what I want to do. You know, I remember when Maya used to be like, fucking, oh, why don't you ever dress like this? You always just wear like joggers and a sweatshirt. Yeah. I'm like, bitch, why don't you go date a dude that dress like that? Like what? You want me to wear some fucking fancy ass shoes and some fucking button down shirt? Go date some nigga that dress like that then. What do you want?
That's
this
hard.
Yeah,
that's
right?
hard to restart the whole thing.
Yeah, because
man.
a dude that dressed like that would have made 3 times the money a year that I was fucking making, and he wouldn't have dealt with you punching yourself in the head when you got fucking mad.
Whoa. Hold up.
Oh, don't you love that?
Hold up.
Dude, my ex-wife used to like slam her head into the fucking door sill.
Yeah,
like,
no, we've talked about this. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I told you about. We talked about that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to fucking hold her ass down. We talked about that like 6 episodes ago.
Y'all having
I told her. I told her straight, dude, straight up, bro. I mean, like trying to rip her hair out and all that. It was fucking nonsense. Look what you made me do. Absolute nonsense. But I'm a terrible person. Let it be known, I'm a terrible guy.
It's like in It's Always Sunny where she just like starts like. You're like, oh fuck, that's she's doing the whatever movie that is that they reference.
My reference. I've only seen
Sunny?
Clips of Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I've seen a couple episodes.
It dropped off at one point. I dropped off anyways. I guess it got kind of stale, but it's pretty good. The first like 10 seasons are pretty solid.
Oh man, dude, that was a gross
I'm curious, how many seasons are there of Sunny?
I think they're working on season 17 right now.
Damn.
Really?
That's see, so many people say that. And they're like, damn, dude, that's so impressive. But I'm like, bro, we just talked recently about The Walking Dead. 11 seasons with a plot.
That's crazy.
I mean, you have a show
it's definitely
that's
stale for sure.
You have a show that fucking bases off a comedy and has no plot. Yeah, so like
17.
That's like The Office. How many seasons did The Office go?
There's one dominant show with as many seasons as there can be, and that's Monday
Night
Raw. Monday Night Raw. It's been going on forever.
Yeah, but that went stale for a long time too, though.
Yeah, for real. But we're so back.
Yep.
Did you see last night?
Let's go Trump.
Wait, did you see last night?
Trump stuff. No, I didn't.
John Cena turned heel. He kicked Cody Rhodes in the nuts. The Rock, so The Rock was like, Cody Rhodes, I want your soul, blah, blah, blah. And Cody's like, The Rock, respectfully, fuck you. And then he hugs John Cena, and The Rock just goes. And John Cena's like, yeah, kicks Cody in the nuts, and now he's fighting Cody at WrestleMania. And he finally went heel.
Is Cody still champion?
Yeah, Cody. So they're fighting for the title. John Cena's and he's
so
like working
so
for
what?
The
John
Rock.
Cena's gonna fucking win the title and then
he
retire?
might and then win the. No, he's gonna wrestle through this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he might win at WrestleMania, but he's going for the record. Like, him and Ric Flair are tied right now, so they probably do want Cena to just take the record.
Yeah, especially since fucking Ric Flair's out there just saying wild shit.
Yeah,
and everybody's like pulling up like all these accusations that got made in the past.
Oh yeah,
how Ric Flair used to be on fucking private jets and shit, swinging his dick around
through the helicopter, chasing flight attendants around. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cena's gonna win the title, but dude, I got goosebumps even thinking about it. I'm like, John Cena finally turned heel, dude. That's fucking crazy.
See, I can't get hyped about it anymore. I can't get hyped about WWE like I used to.
Damn,
the new game does look like it's going to be lit, though.
Yeah, see, no, I play the game, though. I just started playing 24.
I mean, I was playing, what did I get? I think I got 2K23 for WWE, and it was just not that much different since the last time I played in, like, 2011. And so I was like, yeah. But now that they're, since 2K is making it, God, dude, I fucking so bad want 2K to make a Madden. I want them so bad to
They got a lot on their plate, dude. Hopefully this WWE game's good. It comes out soon. So I'm gonna grab it. I've got the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it just to
it's
try
gonna
it
be
out.
different. I don't know. Cause I don't really like 2K than My City or whatever. It just like kind of get annoying to get a game to do 3-on-3s, and then it's just fucking, dude. Those games are so sweaty. I hate 2K online.
Yeah,
dude,
but
I'm getting my ass.
I mean, sure, but it still adds a new element to
it does.
game.
I'm excited to
If
see
they're
the
gonna have
career
everything
mode.
else
If it's
and then have
they've said
this.
something like an open world career mode too.
Exactly,
So
that's what I'm
there's
saying.
Something cool like that.
So they're able to break away.
But it took away
EA
like creative
Sports,
characters.
fuck you, dude. EA, you fucking suck. You've been making the same fucking game for like 15 years. You fucking suck at your job, you dirty bastards.
And you overcharge everyone for items on Apex Legends as well, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
It's a
forgot they
scam,
even
haven't
deal with fucking
updated
Apex.
it really shit.
No fucking
That
wonder
game,
that
dude.
shit's always fucked up. Like, whenever I
Nobody
play
plays it
Apex,
anymore,
I'll be in an
dude. Yeah, it's
Xbox
slacking.
party, and then I'll exit the party because my homies get off and I still go to play. And then for like 2 days, my game chat won't work for no actual reason. You can restart the system, quit the game, come back in. It's just like, EA, you guys are so fucking dirt shit,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck them.
Honestly,
they
though,
did.
fuck
They have done
Apex
one
anyways.
thing though that they finally did it, and I do kind of like with Madden. They have made a couple updates. Like they
Yeah.
with Madden 25, they updated the roster mid-season.
To get
So,
a
I mean-
live update.
I haven't played NCAA, but I heard it's alright. So
You still haven't played it?
I just don't have a new console, and they won't put it out on PC.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
haven't played a sports game since I was like 18 or 19.
Download some
I
FIFA,
believe
dude.
it.
I'll fuck you up.
I have heard good things about FIFA. That is
I'm
probably one I
surprised
would
you
check
don't
out.
like wrestling.
You would like it.
Yeah.
I just
fuck
don't like
with
sports.
wrestling.
I just don't like sports in general. Really, I was always a cross country guy. Like
I mean,
Only
I would,
downloaded
and you
because
don't
it was
watch
free.
that.
It's kinda
I watch
like
golf. I watch golf every once in a
it's
while.
kind of like a
It's on TV.
midway
Yeah.
sport. Dude. Like, yeah, you can say that these guys are athletic for sure. They're in great shape. But, like,
Cross country.
what?
What are you talking about?
Talking about, like, WWE.
Bro, those guys, they're in shape.
Yeah, but, I mean, a sport, it's 100% fixed. It's not like,
Yeah,
like at the NFL, you
it's
look
fixed,
at it.
but
Well,
dude,
and that
let's
makes
talk
me
about
want to watch
shit
it
it's
tomorrow.
even
good or
less.
it's not.
Sami Zayn went through 2 tables last night, dude.
Okay, but still, to call it a sport,
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
So it's a
Whatever
sport.
that is,
There's
I don't
reason-
enjoy it.
Endurance.
It's a
What does
sport.
it take though? Endurance, like physical ability.
well, I would
like,
say
to-
competition is like the biggest
Okay,
part of
whatever
sport.
you want to call it. I don't like it. I don't like
Well,
wrestling.
I'm not trying to argue with you on that.
It's called
I
sports
heard your
entertainment
opinion.
for a
I'm not
reason.
trying to
It's the
say
game,
that.
though.
I'm not trying to say your opinion
The game.
is
Sports
Yeah, so-
entertainment. It's
yeah.
its
I'll
own
check out
thing.
the
They
game.
call
Yeah,
it
so sports entertainment is a
long time.
sport.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. No, it's not. It's not a sport. It's not entertainment. It's sports
I'd say,
entertainment.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't say it's a sport. Only because of the fact that it's already called out.
So
Like,
you
it's
wouldn't call?
100%,
Would you call them
we already
athletes?
know.
You wouldn't call them athletes.
That's why I said you could call them athletes.
Okay. Yeah,
Like,
they're
because
definitely
they are
athletes.
in great shape and all that, but a lot of that is for aesthetic. Like, I mean, like, you put them in a competition like on
Nah,
the
you
basketball
wrestle for
court,
half
a
an
lot of those
hour,
guys might
like what
fucking
they're doing
fail.
for a half
Oh
an
yeah,
hour,
but then
dude.
what about the dudes in the Royal Rumble that
All
lay
right,
there
the
for
Royal
10
Rumble's
minutes?
different.
They
That's
lay
what I'm
there,
saying.
and then they just pop back up and they're like, oh my god, he
Dude,
was
that's
laying
like
on
Sami
ringside for 10
Zayn.
minutes and now you just hit him with a
They went through
spear.
tables, bro. Went through barbed wire chairs.
Yeah.
They went outside the ring, went all over the like. They're
Yeah,
moving the whole
okay,
time
so you
for,
got to
like,
be
a
tough
half
for
an hour.
that, but like,
And endurance.
put them on a
stamina.
basketball court, put them on a baseball field or on a football field or cross country.
A lot of them are failed athletes. They're
exactly.
not like failed athletes, but like couldn't go pro. I shouldn't say failed. That was like a bad term for it.
Shouts
but
to
couldn't
Brock
go pro.
Lesnar, dude. Shouts
Yeah,
to
like
Brock Lesnar.
like already did their thing, so they like joined the WWE.
Pull a picture of
so-
Brock Lesnar. I can't think of who that is.
No,
off the top of my
no.
head.
Are you serious?
He went
Brock
to
Lesnar.
UFC.
Bro played in the NFL, was not
Bro,
good.
Also, bro.
He was a
also
fucking
part of
national
the Vince
champion
McMahon. He
wrestler.
tried- Brock Lesnar tried fucking getting this intern of Vince McMahon's to fuck him to come back to the WWE.
Wait, I don't know if I've ever seen that guy, to be honest. Good
Are you
images.
fucking serious?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You don't know
I'm
who
not a
Bro-
sports person.
Yo,
but
pull up a
damn.
picture of The Rock. Let's see if Coleman knows who The Rock is.
The Rock is.
Of course he knows who the Rock
I know
is,
who The
dude.
Rock is. I
This guy's
of course
cultured.
know who John Cena is. That's like my.
How
that's
do you
my
know
guy.
John? Do you know Stone Cold Steve Austin?
He knows John Cena probably from Ricky's to Nicky.
You laughing at his daughter?
That was a retarded joke.
dog. And she looks just like her when I be feeling bad for my daughter. Because everybody be like, oh, she looks just like you. She's so pretty. And I'm like, bitch, you just said I was ugly last night. What are you talking about?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she's probably the type that like throws the guy around.
I can't believe you.
She
don't
like
know
she
who the
picks
fuck
the guy
this is,
up
though.
and is like.
This dude went to the NFL, wasn't very good, but still got
Did he win
drafted
some
to the
wrestling
NFL.
national championships?
Yeah, he was a national champion
Won a
wrestler.
UFC title.
Yeah.
Knocked out, was it Randy Couture?
I don't know any of this
So
shit.
he was national champion wrestler.
Okay.
Goes to the NFL, got drafted, didn't really turn out in the NFL, so goes to the WWE.
Yeah.
Then, because everybody's talking shit on the WWE and it's going PG, he's like, I want to try my hand in something new. I want to show these guys that I'm actually a fucking badass. Goes to the UFC and just fucking wrecks a bunch of motherfuckers and becomes a heavyweight champion.
Cool.
Leaves the UFC after proving a point, and then goes back to the WWE. That's a fucking dog right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
After
that's like Michael,
becoming a champion,
that's like Michael Jordan playing baseball.
I mean, the dude's pretty old.
No, it's not, because Michael Jordan, all he did was fucking strike out in baseball, dude. His ass had to go back to the Bulls and win 3 more because he's like, you know what? That's not how I want to go out. He thought it was, but he was fucking wrong, dude.
Yeah.
He went and won a fucking title.
Plus, we're talking about UFC here. Do you
Yeah.
you
not
hate
fixed,
sports to
right?
the point where you don't even like
We-
watching the UFC fights?
No, it's not. Yeah, we know. We know.
It's not even that. At this point, it's not even so much that I hate it. It's just like I just have zero interest in it. I have zero interest in the concept of like watching people compete.
Like even
It
like
just
MMA fights, you don't find it cool at all watching somebody.
Besides
get
that they're
knocked the fuck out?
shirtless, he's really not about it.
I'd say most people actually watch it not because they're fans, but because they want to see somebody get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
I just
watch.
don't really like watching people fight like that. Like I like movies. I like action movies, but that's fake. I don't like watching people like real life
Yeah,
like
like Fast
hit
and
each other and shit.
Get
I
him next to
don't
the
know. What'd you say?
Yeah, like Fast and the Furious.
We just need to get you next to the
Fast and the
octagon. He's
Furious.
gonna be like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
Woman gets nervous watching it.
Oh, he
Start
really took
pissing
that
myself.
hit.
It's bad. I'm like,
Y'all see
oh,
the
what if somebody
UFC's
did that to
coming
me?
Y'all see that?
See
UFC's
what?
coming here.
Yeah,
Oh, the
there's like
Iowa?
a Saturday night main event. It's
Yeah.
happening. I think Friday night SmackDown's gonna be the night before, early May.
They better send us an email.
Oh, we'll get it, brother. We'll get it.
Just okay. We shouldn't talk about that though.
Yeah,
we
no,
might
definitely
we
not.
might lose our
Definitely not.
opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
So these
Producer, scrub that.
trannies.
Nah, you just bigged up Brock Lesnar. He's still wrestling.
No, he was part of the Vince McMahon scandal. There's text
damn.
messages where he was
Damn,
trying to
damn,
fuck one of
Brock.
Vince's-
Was he trying to have somebody pee on him? Was that him?
Yeah, that was him. That was him.
This guy wanted some really hot chick to pee on him.
Allegedly.
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 Yeah. Brock Lesnar was a part of the scandal with like
With
Vince
Vince
McMahon
McMahon.
saying that he like sexually assaulted a bunch of girls.
Vince McMahon and
For-
one of his, I forget the producers and the other co-producer's name, but they were like shitting on this girl. It's like
Oh my
some bad
God.
stuff. Yeah, there's a Netflix documentary, allegedly. But he's not in the WWE anymore. They made him sell his shit. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
So what do you think leads to that? Is that usually trauma?
power
Like
trauma
Like, once
his
they
from
peed
his
on
his mom's like his stepdad. So
His mom
mom's
is
like
his
boyfriend
stepdad?
beat the
Oh.
fuck out of him. No, it was way early. It was way too
Brock
early for
Lesnar?
that. No, Vince McMahon. So for like, I'm assuming you're talking about like the abuse of like his intern and stuff.
I don't even know. That's just like, I think like commonly when people have like a kink fetish like that,
Yeah,
it's
no,
usually
he
because
had
of
some like
abuse.
past trauma, like real
Yeah.
ego stuff too, and yeah, then he got so much power. Like he's a pretty powerful dude. Had Donald Trump and shit
Yeah.
on his program like before he was president, and just like now his wife is a part of Donald Trump's cabinet. Linda McMahon, is that right? Yeah.
She's Department of Education.
No, she is. She,
For real?
Yeah,
No
Vince
way.
McMahon's ex-wife.
Oh my
Her
God.
current wife. I don't know what their
Oh,
situation.
you know, I think I remember seeing that now.
Yeah, she's a part of the Department of Education.
Well, and I heard that
State's Department of
she
Education.
herself was kind of like not like directly involved, but did a lot to like cover shit up and like
Good wife.
his wife. Yeah.
Bad person.
Oh yeah.
Good wife.
Jeez, man.
You know what I mean?
It's insane.
Hey, dude, till death do us part, right? I'm just saying, dude. She wrote it out.
And now look at her, Department of Education, dude. It's all hers. Look where she at. Look where she's at.
Ride or die for real.
There you go. A ride or die bitch, dude. Isn't that what we all want?
And down with the kinks.
Not all of us.
So do you think it's possible for somebody to grow to have a kink like that, like getting pissed on? Or like getting shit on their chest without trauma?
How does it even start?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't know.
Adventures.
I've never even had the thought of, like, I wonder what it would be like if I had this chick pee on me. Like, I've never even fucking ran that.
Well, it would have to. I think it would have to be traumatic to some extent, because like even if it's just something where you watch that kind of porn or something and you develop that kind of like fetish through that, like that's still kind of I don't know. That's a traumatic thing, I would imagine, to fucking. I don't know. Have you guys seen cake farts? Like that shit. You know what I mean? Cake farts. Don't look it up.
Cake farts?
Cake farts.
Cake farts.
Yeah.
It's like watching porn.
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense, but I don't see that because I've just never been like.
How does someone develop a piss fetish? Golden showers.
That's weird.
Everything you need to know about. See, it just sounds like. That just sounds like a lot of maintenance, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, I mean, you can't just be like laying in the bed and have somebody do that. You gotta get on the floor, have a tarp down.
Probably a shower, dude. That was the thing when I cleaned houses. There were some fucking showers that straight up smelled like piss, and you're just like, they gotta be fucking doing some. They gotta be peeing on each other. I mean, or just.
You never taken a shower with a girl and peed on her?
No.
That's just me.
I probably have.
You know, I think that could be considered assault.
I probably pissed on.
You've had to like piss on your girl's leg in the shower.
Pedro's definitely.
And they don't notice it at first, and then they're like, "What the fuck? Why would you fucking do that?" And it's like,
oh yeah.
Dude, I don't pee in the shower because that shit lingers.
What?
I don't know.
This guy.
Did you drink water, brother?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's because I don't know.
Dude, you piss.
Drain problems.
Just give it a little kick.
I feel like I constantly have drain problems.
Before you
think
watch.
your piss is the cause of your drain problems?
No, it's not causing my drain problems. I'm just saying.
That
I have like hair and shit. Like I'm always using Drano. Because I live with a woman and I have hair. I don't fucking know. We have hair. We have pets. I don't fucking know.
Growing up, I lived with my mom and 3 sisters. 1 bathroom in the house. And I don't really remember having a lot of drain problems.
Did you pee? You peed in the shower?
Fuck yeah.
They got the
shower
hair
for
catcher
as long
shit.
as I can remember. As long as you're not peeing in the bath, I think you're pretty good, dude. Pissing in the shower. You're acting like I'm fucking shitting in there and waffle stomping it. I'm just fucking... It's just a piss, dude. Fuck.
I don't know. That's what...
With running water and then eventually soap gets all on my body.
Yeah, I don't know. It still feels like a fucking... I don't like it.
How often do you clean your shower? How often do y'all clean your showers? I know Blythe does it. His girl does it. So he's not going to know the timeline.
Probably once or twice a month.
Once or twice a month? Yeah, I feel that. That's probably about where I'm at.
I think that's average. I don't know. 2 weeks is like, if you're like...
2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks is like, if like,
yeah,
top
see,
tier.
so should be fine. I'd say it's fine. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing's
Get a
happened to
haircut.
me yet.
But like, what about the shower curtain?
Never
What
in my
about the
life
shower
have I
curtain?
second
Fucking
guessed
cat.
it pissing in the shower.
Exactly, dude.
Never in my life.
What am I supposed to, like, I've never gone to the doctor and had him be like, do you piss in the shower? So I think I'm okay. And I've never had anybody be like, dude, why does your shower smell like that? So
And don't you know, like, there's a way to get rid of athlete's foot? So if you just let it
Oh,
on
really?
your foot a little
I've
bit
never
too
heard
every time.
I don't
Is
know
that why
about all
pissed
that.
on your foot?
Let it go on your foot a little bit too.
I mean,
keep
by
the athlete's
accident.
foot
Just
away.
aim at the
Sure,
toes.
Yeah, exactly. Right in between
Never
them,
actually-
then you get
no,
down
I've
to
never
some
pissed on
soap and
my
water.
You never just like pissed on your foot?
No, just in the shower? No. Why would I do that?
Keep athlete's foot away. I'm telling you.
Dude,
I remember
I've
we
never
used to
had
have this
athlete's feet,
homie
though.
that'd get super drunk and in the summertime and shit, he'd just be like, fuck it, and just stand right there and piss.
Is that why Sammy Sosa peed on his hands? For the athlete, like instead of athlete's foot,
Look,
athlete's
there you go,
hands.
bud. You're not gonna get no.
It's
problem.
unlikely to create health problems, according to urologist. Does not look like a clogged drain. I didn't think it would clog the drain.
Got you,
I just thought it would stay there because it's still, there are certain scenarios in which using the shower. All right, where's that blunt?
This guy's stressed out now. He's like, all right, I need to calm down. All right, speaking of pissing on people.
Oh, it's not true. Jesus. Boom. Childhood whole life.
No! I've been pissing on my feet for no reason my whole life. That's like the whole jellyfish thing. But I do have really soft feet now.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Well, you learn something every day here in the podcast.
Hey, dude, look, dude, I'm gonna keep pissing in the shower.
Put
now.
us under the educational category.
Now, if you got something wrong with your piss, though, like at first when you said that
Piss
shit
and fire.
lingers, I was like, what? Like, what do you mean lingers? Because I've had some nights where I do a lot of drinking and I didn't drink much water, and I wake up the next day and I can smell my piss.
And that shit burns, huh?
Nah, not really burns. That's more like if I did like Molly or some shit like that.
Just kidding.
Like, it's like I can smell it.
What's
Like,
your
I don't like
last
to piss. I don't like to take a piss and be like, oh, I can smell my piss. I want to be like, just piss. No scent.
I like smelling my piss.
Mostly clean.
It's like a territory thing. I'm like, all right. What? I own this toilet. No, I'm joking, motherfucker. That was a joke. I was just saying I don't like pee in the shower. Why do you think I want to smell my own pee?
Hey.
I don't know, dude.
know,
You said
bro.
it. You said it.
He said it too chill.
But anyway, speaking of
roasted
pissing
over
on
here.
people and
Fucking
pissing
light up
on
the blunt.
stuff, let's fucking dive into some shit here, dude.
Oh, yeah, perfect time. Blunts are
I guess we'll dive
This is
into
where
this one
Austin
first.
leaves.
Coleman doesn't get to speak on this actually because I just listened to him for 20 minutes speak on it. So I know everything he has to say. But recently, Iowa just decided to take a stance and absolutely piss on trans people. And you know who I actually had a conversation with this about too? I actually had a conversation with Winkleman about this. One of our buddies that's very fucking redneck, and I mean like his opinions lean very, very far in the directions that they lean. And him and I were in pretty much agreeable on it. We know I've always been a supporter of this community. Like, I support as much as I can support, but I'm still going to hold any community liable for the things that they do. Like the black community, for example. When some representative of us wants to go out and talk about the violence in our communities and making them safer, and they want to talk to a group of thousands of white people, but then when the black community actually does harm within itself, to itself, it's like, oh, okay, but now they don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, these things are both part of the issue. Like, we know how we got here, but we still have to do the correct things within inside of ourselves to keep advancing in a correct manner. So, it's like, this shit's wild to me, dude. What really pissed me off with it. You said a lot of things about how, and I can agree with it, about having a protected class kind of just opens up government more, right? And I do agree with that to a very large extent. Although I do feel like this is a very viable time for transgender people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, when the argument surrounds it and you see the people that are agreeing with them taking them out of the Civil Rights Act of Iowa, it's like, they're like, oh, well, these people are fucking mental, they have a mental disorder, right? That's a big thing that they love to say, is that trans people have a mental disorder, right? Okay, but...
Well, you know, gender dysphoria is actually a mental disorder.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I would say that's more of an opinion, because there is also the side where you could say it's a choice. Then there's also the side where you could say people are just born this way. So we'll just label it as an opinion for now, right? So my problem is with the way people act when they say this, though. Like, these people have mental disorders and they need help. They shouldn't be in the Civil Rights Act of Iowa anyways, right? It's like, okay, so what about, like, schizophrenia? Do those people not have a mental disorder where they need help? So should they not have protections for them? Should people be able to be like, hey, we don't want this person around because they're schizophrenic, whether it's this or that? And I kind of lean in a 50-50 zone there, though, too, because I'm like, when it comes to a private business, like my mother owns a private business. She obviously has people that are fucking half black employees, me, my sister, and my cousin. But I do feel like if a private business was like, oh, we don't hire black people, or we don't hire Mexicans, or we don't hire people with tattoos and things like that, I do think there is a level in which that should be allowed. Like, legally, I don't think the government should be touching those things, because that's not your responsibility as an elected official to tell me who in my private life I can or cannot choose to have to interact with or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like if I went to a job interview and somebody didn't want to hire me, I'd rather them not lie to my face and tell me it's because I'm underqualified. I would rather them tell me, well, it's because you're mixed. We don't hire people of black descent, and we don't hire black people here. Because then socially, we can handle that issue.
Yes,
you can choose
exactly.
not to support that business.
Exactly. Well, and like that, in that same podcast, I used this a lot, like the gay wedding cake example. Like there wasn't, like I think it was 10 plus years ago in 2014, I think, where there was this store, this like wedding cake store that refused to sell to a gay couple, and that business eventually went out. Like they went out, like they were no longer able to provide for themselves, like because enough people in that community protested it, rightfully so. They were like, hey, what the like why aren't you just gonna like give these? And it's like, I feel like that already solves the issue. I just don't, this is the whole thing, this is my whole problem with the whole argument about rights, is like, why do you have to go like a step further then? Like, I understand like that there's good intention behind it. I understand that the people who are behind the idea like are generally good intention, but I think then what you have happening is people end up taking advantage of it. You have people, you have like the opposite effect, right? And you know, it's like with DEI, right? Like the cause and effect with like DEI like being implemented is like then those same people were fired. So like in effect of those same things being implemented, like then those same groups of people are ended up being segregated against.
It's all fucking retarded.
Yeah. The whole
The argument, the whole roundhouse argument is so stupid. I mean, it goes to everything. Sports, right? Well, what about trans people in sports? Build a new league. Well, there's not enough trans people to make a whole league. Okay, well, guess what? There wasn't hardly enough black people to do that when black people wanted to start their own leagues either. You'll figure it the fuck out, dude. You know what I mean? We went through it. You can go through it too. Do some fucking hard work on a building ground. You know what I'm saying? And really level up. That's the best part about America, is that you can make it happen. You can get the donors, and it's going to take a long time. There's going to be generations of trans individuals that are athletes that are going to miss out on a bunch of things. But you know what you can do? You can build the future for other motherfuckers that become trans. You want to talk about fucking bathrooms? That's still a huge argument, which is insane. Build more bathrooms, motherfucker. Like, it's not that fucking hard to just, like, do that. It's just not that hard to be like, okay, these people are people still, so we're just going to build another fucking bathroom.
Here,
we're just going to build a new
Pedro,
league.
do you mind going to
if
the
you still have a dick,
chat
use the
and
men's
pulling up
restroom. I mean, it's just, I mean, what?
the articles about the HSP
I mean,
stuff?
that's a fair argument as well. But I could see where, especially in the sense of, like, violence in specific areas, I could see where if you were trans, like transition from a man to a woman, where you wouldn't want to use the men's restroom. And that's where my argument's just like, it's not even an argument. I feel like it's just a common sense thing. Build another bathroom, motherfucker.
I think there's like other things too that they're worried about. Like the people who have transition aren't going to be able to vote unless they're under their original name, under their birth certificate. So like they feel like some of their rights are taken away, which that's just something they're trying to push as an executive order.
Yeah,
so
but
it might not even get passed. But that's just like one of those things that is getting thrown out there. It's just like if they have changed their name, whatever,
sure.
they won't have. Like,
I mean, I think there's other things we can.
Citizen.
I don't know, dude. I'd be fighting for fucking not having to pay fucking money to register our fucking cars and have a license in the fucking first place.
Yeah, I agree. That would be kind of my approach to it. It's like if you have like you know, like if you have like some fucking fucked up group that like is like, oh hey, we're gonna call you a faggot or whatever. We're gonna like write on a piece of paper. We're gonna like stamp it on you. You have to keep it on you. This is how we're gonna identify you.
Well, my thing is too, if you transition from male to female or female to male, whatever. It's like. Okay, so like, what do you want us to label? You just want us to label the licensed man? Or if you're non-binary, is that what we're supposed to do? Sex, non-binary. It's like, this is an identification type of system that they built. So they need a way to clearly identify you.
And that's always my argument too, is like there's no, like the whole ideology of trans, like I'm not saying like people can't do that, but there's a problem when you have the ideology is not concrete in terms of like there's no way to like, oh hey, this is how I identify as this, like it's a circular argument really. You're like you initialize it with I identify as this, and then there's no need to bring context or logic really that in a way that's like structured like male or female. And again, you can do it, you can identify however you want, but you can't then expect that same system, male and female, to then apply to you, in my mind. I don't know. Like,
it's always going to be implied to you. It's fucking science. People argue with like male and female.
Well,
like
that's my point.
Only an opinion.
That's my point.
It's like this is science. It's implied. It's not implied. It's what happens when you are born as a human being.
There was a glitch in the Matrix when you was getting loaded up. Sorry.
Exactly, dude. While you were a sparkle in your daddy's eye, dude. Before you shot out of his fucking nutsack. It's like this was fucking what you were gonna be, one or the other, or maybe technically a little mix of both. Like, but these things scientifically are just going to happen, and that means that they're a fact. This isn't a theory. This is a fact. And I can say that and still respect though. Like if you want to change your name, I've said it fucking 50 times on here, so I won't go through it again. I'm gonna respect your decisions. As an American, I believe you have the right to the pursuit of happiness. I'm going to respect how you feel, and I will treat you as such, because that's not a fucking hard thing to do at all. But it's like, dude, you gotta draw a line somewhere, bro. Like you have to fucking find a place where you're like, okay, yeah, this does still make sense. Because I feel like this, not just the LGBTQ community, but the like heavily liberal side of it is just like, nope, run rampant. Let's go. Get it out everywhere. Let's push. And it's like, dude, it's like if somebody's racist, they're like, I don't like black people and I don't like the fact that they're in this country, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say that's their opinion. And you're like, you're a fucking stupid racist piece of shit, and you guys fucking get together and you fucking jump them. Do you think that cures their racism?
No, probably not.
No.
Or do you think it's more possible that pushed them farther into their racist habits, or do you think it's more possible that it pushed them out of them?
It made it worse.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It could make it worse, but it's just like, what is the solution? More segregation from that group of people? Like,
no, it's just more education. It's fucking acting like a respectable human being. Exactly. So let's say I'm with my nieces and nephews and all the ones that are like a 13 to 16 type of age, right? Mm-hmm. And some dude starts fucking yelling at me. He's calling me the N-word. He's saying this is why I shouldn't be in the country and all this and that. And I'm like, all right, guys, get back in the car. And as I drive home, I just educate them. I'm like, listen, some people are like this. This is what some people believe. And, that's his right. He can think whatever he wants to think. But that's just not how most of us treat people these days. We don't see a difference in each other like that. There is differences. I do believe there's a lot of differences collectively between most black people and most white people and things like that. But that's the beauty of what this country is supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to be these different things and then coincide and coexist with each other without it being some big fucking issue where we all want to cut each other's throats.
Well, I wouldn't even go as far to say we need to coexist. Like at the end of the day, like if you're gonna do something that's gonna ostracize you from society, like that, you should be ostracized from society.
With each other would mean that you don't want the other party to exist.
No, it's not necessarily about existing.
Look
it's just
up the fucking definition of coexist.
Okay. I don't think it necessarily means that I don't mean it as I want to kill.
Dude, it's literally talking about just existing.
I think all that means is like live and let live, basically.
Yeah, and if you're not living,
that doesn't mean that you need to
live and let live.
With
so
them.
If you're not living and letting them live,
I feel like coexisting is like integrative, like it's like a community thing.
What does that say?
There's two exist.
Exactly. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So literally,
fine.
I mean, it's in the words, but so like literally, just the fact that they're existing makes some people so mad, dude. There's some like I know people.
Yeah, I don't think
like,
that you should.
Just the fact that fucking black people are existing in the United States is a fucking issue for them. I know people that are like, T. Will's a huge example. Every time you talk to me, gets down this road where he's just like, dude, these fucking gays, dude. These fucking gays, dude. And I was just like, brother, he's like, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's fucking reel it back. But like
That's
I
what
said,
I don't get. That's the shit I don't get. Because it's like, whatever they do, it's like, who fucking cares?
That is what
and
I
he
was...
still has like mixed people that he hangs out with. Like, I mean, he'll hang out with me. So like, as much like shit that he says that be like fucking racist or homophobic, it's like he will still hang out with a person like me. And for me to hang out with him, I feel like it's doing more of a positive than it's gonna fucking do damage.
Right.
Yeah, but like he said, it's just like people are caring too much on both sides. It's like, I don't think that they should have taken the bill out. It's already there. It's just like, fuck it. Just especially at this point, right after you just can't do that. Just keep it in. You just put it in recently, but it sucks. But I think it's just like they care too much in the first place. The right cares too much about how people are living their lives and what they're doing.
Yeah,
if you don't want your kids around it, don't take them around. Like you said, keep it out of schools. I understand that. I don't want a preacher coming in and reading to the kids at the school. I probably don't want like a drag queen coming in and reading to kids. I just don't see the point in it. I don't see a point of it either way.
Next topic, dude.
I don't see a point of it either way.
Yeah.
Like it's just like you shouldn't do, like I don't think that should be a thing, and I think that just people are caring about it too much because in your every day-to-day life, you're teaching your kids the most. You're your biggest influence, and you largely, for the most part, can control what they see on a day-to-day.
I don't think there's an issue with necessarily like educating your child on a multitude of things. Like being like, oh yeah, we go to church sometime and check it out. Like, yeah, this is what church is. This is what religion is. The problem is they teach all of these opinions as facts. Yeah. So like when people take their kids to church, they teach them as this is facts. When they raise them to be a liberal or a Republican, they say this is facts. None of it's ever opinion. None of it's ever theories and thoughts. Well, and that's where a big issue lies. But
it can't be by nature. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
With religion.
And so, I mean, it's like, fucking too much bullshit. But that was my big thing with the Civil Rights Act. It's like, why? What? It's already there. Yeah. Why would you have not just left it alone? And I don't know. I guess I could get down with something where it's like, okay, at a like elected official level, like state level, a state entity can't do these things and they can't discriminate on it. But a bill where it would also protect the rights of private citizens and private companies to choose how they please. I could get down with that more than anything.
And that's kind of my question with I didn't see anything about it actually affecting private businesses. Like I think if you own a private business, you could still have a trans bathroom. I don't think there's anything against that.
Well, I don't think it's this being stripped. At all. It's not saying that you can't have trans.
Well, like in a government, a government federal state, not federal, but like in a government state building, it has to abide by the male female. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Would be so I don't think that they should do that. I think the state should abide by the people because we are the people. Whether you're trans, whether you're black, white, racist, Catholic, Christian, Muslim, we are the people. So they should abide by all of the people. Yeah. As best to their ability. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you're a private business, you should be able to do as you please.
Right now, because there's so many people up there protesting, and I just like looked at the photos, and you see like the state troopers in the top ring, like the media up there, and I'm just like, dude, I fucking.
The state troopers were awful. That was the worst part.
Every single person. Every single state trooper
Did you not see the video?
That building, they arrested protesters, which the same in 2020.
See if you can find that in the
During
chat.
the BLM protests, they should have been arrested as well. They should have all lost their fucking jobs.
I might not have
put their hands on somebody.
If not, try to look it up.
Unless they already saw them engaged in an illegal act.
Yeah, I'll have to try to find some video that I have, but there was one time where I saw like a state trooper pointing at Lauren, dude, and they tried pulling his ass in, but like so I was able to like grab him back real quick, because it was just like, I don't even remember what time it was. But
we were at the front of the line, at the state and Capitol. I was right next to Haley, and one of the state troopers like pushed her back.
I think I remember seeing that video.
And he pushed her back. And I hit his hand for it. And so then another guy grabbed my other hand.
Yeah.
And like I was like looking at this dude and he grabbed my hand and went to yank me in. But then I got yanked out and I like kicked away.
Yeah, I saw him like point him out, so I was like, oh fuck, and they tried grabbing Lauren and pulling him behind like the riot shields, and just like
And they were probably gonna beat my ass.
Bro, I like pulled him back, and then that's when they were just lined up with bear mace down the side and just like spraying people.
Capital arrest.
Capital.
Just look up capital arrest first.
Yeah.
Because it should pop up most fucking
Probably.
kind of shit.
It's pretty
No, you
good.
had it right the first time.
I thought I put 3 R's.
It's because you got those fucking...
Oh shit! You know what? I don't have the fucking
The speaker.
retarded.
Dude, this fucking guy. Yeah, so you saw about the thing with whoa, hey, go back down a little bit. Slow. Couple more. This guy right here, Doug Jensen, bud.
Oh,
This-
I remember Doug
Listen,
Jensen.
do you want to know something fucking hilarious?
What?
I met this guy at the trap on like fucking December 28th, something like that, before January 6th. So before J6, when they fucking raided the Capitol and
Oh,
shit.
you met him.
So I met him like a
Damn.
week fucking before
He
fucking
tell
went
you?
there. That
Did he tell you he was going
No,
there?
dude. I don't think it was. He might have brought it up, but I also was fucking toasted. I was fucking toasted up. But so I don't remember. I think I was laying on the floor off of like a 500 milligram edible, and I was just fucking zooted. But yeah, I met this dude, and then I saw him, and I was like, I think I know him. And then like a couple hours later, I got sent a screenshot from my buddy who's like, yo, dude, this is homeboy that we just met. I was like, what the fuck? We were chilling.
That's wild.
We didn't talk about politics or anything like that. We were just chilling, fucking smoking and shit, chilling. And he was an alright guy with me. But yeah.
Twitter will radicalize you like that. 3 months, you'll be at the Capitol. 3 months of Twitter.
I guess, dude. It wasn't 3 months. It was like a week. It was like maybe 2 weeks, 10 days type of shit.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I met him pretty fucking soon.
He was
you
already at that stage. He was just trying to seem normal.
Go up to the top again, to that top video. Yeah, that one right there. Oh, wait, no, this is California.
Yeah.
This was the scene at the Iowa
Just type,
California woman
just type
in Norwalk teens
HSB
arrested Iowa
242
Capitol.
arrest.
This is Iowa.
Yeah, that's Iowa. It's a California woman captures Norwalk teen.
This was the scene at the Iowa State Capitol Thursday when police arrested Josie.
Look at that fucking pussy
Yeah,
pushing
for
people
real.
high
away.
school student from Norwalk.
I don't know who you are,
In the
officer,
video,
whatever.
you can see
And look, they're wearing a
officers
mask like it's
bringing names
2020.
and badge numbers.
Yeah, I didn't understand the mask thing either.
This is aesthetics. She's from
Trying
California.
to keep themselves
and the one taking
protected.
The video. She's
Or
had
is this from
George
2020?
Floyd's death last year. She's been traveling the country fighting for
Go
equal
back
rights.
real quick.
That is what brought her to Des Moines.
Yeah, that didn't look.
When did this get
Oh, that
dropped?
was
It was way across.
3
She
years
drove here
ago.
from
Oh,
Minneapolis
okay.
and was back.
2025 in the search bar.
Oh, it's right there.
It's not a day. It's a season.
Who the fuck is controlling this volume?
New at 4, multiple Iowa State troopers were inside
Was this
the
really
Iowa
3 weeks
Capitol
ago
Rotunda
already?
this afternoon during a protest over Project 2025.
Oh, no, this is a
what it
different
looked
one.
like in the rotunda
This
within
is
the
a
last
2020
hour.
Project 2025
ACCI saw
protest.
troopers move protesters
Hey, I know her.
out of the rotunda. You're seeing those images.
Okay,
right
we know
now.
her.
And
Type
those
in
for women
Iowa.
Set up for a previously scheduled event. We saw at least
About
4 people
Iowa
in
Capitol
handcuffs.
trans arrest.
State troopers were there situation.
Just for shits and
Trans
gigs.
protest
Let's just
arrest.
watch some. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Here today.
That's more like it. That's how many fucking people were there.
Nah, this isn't gonna be the arrest.
As if they're
Not the
like
arrest,
dependent
but it's-
on it. Because it does.
We
This is
begin
not good.
tonight
Yeah,
here
full screen,
in the
please.
state capitol as legislators vote on a bill that would strip the state civil rights code of protections based on gender identity. Protesters.
Look at that chick chewing her gum. She looks so uninvested.
Soon be signed into law. It is a huge day at the Capitol as the bill races through the legislative process.
Yeah, I don't get it.
After being introduced
It's fucking
just
retarded.
last week, both chambers put this bill on the debate calendar today. Opponents argue the bill would discriminate against transgender Iowans. Local 5's
Okay, whatever. This doesn't show their ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to hear your opinion more. Then I'd like to hear you dive more into that.
Me?
Yeah.
It's retarded. Like, when I say it's retarded, I'm saying, like, who the fuck cares? If you want to dress like a female and you identify as a female and you look male or whatever the fucking case may be, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Can you make my burger right? if I'm going to jail, are you going to, like, you know, like, am I going to get a fair chance if you're my attorney? Or you just automatically, like, I'm not sending them? You know, if you're the judge, like, who fucking cares? Are you qualified for whatever it is that you're doing? Cool.
So I think in most contexts, like, you're right. Like, at the end of the day, like, who really gives a shit? But I think, like, for something like prisons or like domestic shelters, when you do have like these problems where people identify as the other gender and then they go into like
That's
a
better
female's
scare
prison.
tactics. Don't do nothing stupid. Like, bruh. Hey, look. No.
Damn.
When I say it like that, it's more like, okay, I'm black, so.
So like, what? But like,
If I
women
go-
who like get arrested for pot should like have to deal with like somebody coming in and raping them.
That's fucking retarded. like, bruh, like, I don't know.
I want to know the rate of people that's actually happening to. I mean, there's a simple solution for this. Simple solution. Very, very simple. Put them into their own cell block.
But you can't do that though.
Why? You can't put a bunch of trans men and trans women in their own cell blocks?
No, because they would consider that.
It's just like some might be
out.
faking it, like just to. Cause there's people who take advantage of the system. There always will be, as long as that system is in
Who
place.
cares if they're faking it at that point? The rest of them are fucking trans
they're
too.
raping
You're on that.
people.
Yeah,
What are you
that's why.
talking about? Are you not listening to what I'm saying?
They're gonna be.
I am
Put
understanding.
them their own fucking
But
cell block.
they would consider that discrimination,
Yeah.
and that would be protected under what they had under the civil rights that they had. They would
So
be
make
protected.
them sign a paper. Like, okay.
Why
so
would
if you
that
wanna
be
go to
considered
regular gym pop,
discrimination?
Are you sure?
Put trans
But you
men
wouldn't
with
be able
trans
to
men.
do that. That's,
So putting trans men with trans men is
that's like if they
discrimination.
separated race in
So
prison.
they do.
They have black and white prisons.
No, they don't have the whole
They
prison.
discriminate once inside.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, yeah, but that's not like the state isn't
Yeah,
doing
I
that.
agree. I get what you're
That's
saying.
the difference. The state isn't saying, "Hey, let's have your own room." The black people were like, "Oh, we don't fuck with white people, so we're gonna keep them away from us." Like that's
Okay, so I'm afraid. I'm a trans woman, and so I'm afraid to be with this group. Well, since you do have a penis, we can't put you with people that have vaginas, so you got to go in your own spot then, which is fucking different. I mean, that's a very simple fucking solution.
I understand what you're saying, but what I am saying is the thing
I think
that was
they would have
just
found
removed,
a way to do it.
The thing that was just removed would say that you can't do that.
Where does it say that? Because when I read the bill, I didn't see a part of that.
I'm not talking about the bill. I'm talking about the protections that the bill removed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I never saw a part that included anything that would have made sense in that.
Well,
realm.
what I saw that the bill affected, it was. I know the last three were prisons, domestic shelters, and homeless shelters.
What? Like they can't go?
Not that they
have
can't
to
go.
be-
That
they have to identify as their birth certificate.
yeah, as
gender.
male or female.
Yeah. Oh, so wait, that doesn't matter what's on the birth certificate, or do they have?
I would assume probably their birth certificate is what matters. Yeah, like
Which at a certain point that is protecting like the trans, so they don't get raped in a male prison. Like I feel like it is better if they do go to prison. I feel like that's a better option, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I'd like to see the rates of in which this is actually even happening. Trans.
I mean,
people in
I don't
prison
think the
raping
rates
people.
matter.
Because I bet it's a pretty low rate.
Okay.
Not that it's not still bad.
But it's like it could happen.
But it's like, okay, on one end,
I don't care
you
what
put
the
somebody
rates
who's
are. I don't care if it's one
transgender.
person.
Once, yeah.
On one end, though, you put somebody who's transgender that still has a penis, and you put them in with men, and then they get raped. And then, or you could put them in the other spot with women, and maybe they do the raping.
I'm laughing and fucking what Pedro's looking up.
So how many trans people are raped in prison?
3 things to what? 3 things enough.
Let's hit that Marshall Project, and then we gotta switch over to the Patreon. We're already at that hour.
But we gotta talk about that fucking Zelensky
about
interview.
2,000.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
we gotta talk about that.
About what?
About the Zelensky trumpet.
About 2,000 transgender people are incarcerated in federal prisons, according to the Bureau of Prisons. A tiny fraction of the federal prison population, but they are disproportionately targeted for abuse and assault.
That is so small that they could have their own fucking prison. 2,000 people? Is that just that prison, or is that like?
No, I mean I think that's probably overall, right?
It says
I didn't read the
2,000.
sentence in time.
It says 2,000 in federal prisons
right
though.
now.
Spread out in how many federal prisons are there?
A lot.
I mean, probably enough where you could make one for trans individuals.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Damn.
I mean, like, then there is a thing with like family coming to visit them and shit like that, but it's also like, motherfucker, you are in prison.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
I
You
mean,
don't have too many rights.
Yeah, like you still deserve like humane rights for sure, but like you are also in prison.
Okay, but even look at this paragraph. Part of the problem, experts say, is that the law has no teeth. Its standards are advisory and broad, which is kind of like that's like the whole nature of the trans movement. So like this is like where it almost affects them negatively. It's like, okay, if you don't have a fucking if you don't have this like border, like this is what we define as, then like you can't really be protected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In this
As
case,
I've said 50 times too. I've said it so many times. I don't understand why we can't just hit a line and where it's such a bad. It's bad on either side. It's like whenever I say this, I'm a fucking mortar. Trans women are trans women. Women are women. Men are men. Trans men are trans men. Nope, don't say that, dude. It's a fucking terrible thing to say that.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful. I'm fucking homophobic and transphobic now. I'm terrified of
Yeah,
it.
that's the
So what are you
problem.
supposed to say?
Exactly,
It's a
that's
circular
what I'm-
argument. It's
Yeah.
a circular. It's a never-ending
If
circular
we
argument.
could just hit those lines and we could just all be like, okay, this is what we're going to say for now. And for right now, this is what we're going to run with and see how it turns out. I would bet that in 5 to 10 years from now, pretty much everybody would be like, I think things kind of got worked out. Like, things are a lot better than they used to be.
Well, yeah, and I think to be fair, this is a very like negative, like objective problem with what they're doing legally with all the trans and the drag stuff, which we'll talk about more in the Patreon, I guess. But
What's the difference? So is the drag just a fetish?
Nah, you don't have to be trans
No.
to do
no,
drag.
exactly.
You
But
just
like,
wanna-
my point is like the fact that they're targeting all these things legally. It does seem to be targeting the LGBTQ
It is.
community.
Well,
like,
I would
at
say
face
that
value.
most
That's
of
the
those people
problematic part.
identify with the LGBT. If you do drag, because I've heard that there's straight men that do drag, which I think I actually believe that, but maybe it's true. I don't know. I've never met somebody that's straight and does drag. So I would say that they
We tried to get one.
definitely are
We tried to get a drag.
heavily associated with the LGBTQ community.
Yeah,
Too
exactly.
many letters, dude. I'd be fucking it up.
Exactly. Well, you can understand like from like an old school Republican position who's just like reading the paper with the scotch, like
Fuck is this?
I know. I mean, it's just like the way the world's moving was being more open, and it just got too much for like more than just like the older Republican demographic. There was just like a lot of things that got too much, and they felt things were moving too fast, and now we're at a whole different extreme
Yep, cause and
where
effect.
we've got Zelensky on TV.
It's like the same thing with the fucking border,
by our
dude.
president and vice president.
They fucking open up the border all fucking crazy, and then people come back, and now they want to
Yeah.
fucking deport a bunch of people, and
Yeah.
people probably get deported that don't really need to. It's like, yeah, cause and effect, dumbass. Maybe you shouldn't have fucking done that in the fucking first place, and you should have fucking done something that made more sense, and then people wouldn't try to fight so hard back against you. Fucking people, I hate people, dude. I wish the whole place would have burned. In 2020, dude, I was like, let's fucking go. Burn it all down, dude. Government giving me $700 a week. I was like, yeah, give me that shit, motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Yeah, now eggs cost $6. It's funny how that works.
Oh, dude, I don't understand. I don't think that
I've tried to explain inflation like 3 times to you, so I'm not gonna.
I didn't talk about inflation, did I?
No, but that's the reason.
And you don't have to explain inflation to me. I know what the fuck inflation is. I just said it's made up. Because people made up currency in the first place. And this guy argues that it's math. I'm like, okay, well, it's math that we made then. I mean, the whole equation is something we made at that point. But anyways.
You might be right.
It's all man-made.
When I go to Fairway, that's where I get my eggs. And I get fucking pasture-raised eggs. $5.99 a dozen. That's not much more expensive than what they used to be. But those fucking grade A large eggs that are white and fucking taste weird as shit. Those eggs were like $8.99. For 18.
Jesus.
So
for 18.
Oh yeah.
That's still a lot though.
I mean,
Yeah,
I get
for
my
eggs.
eggs from Aldi. I think they're fine, and I get like the ones that are on the shelf. I don't get the upgraded eggs.
It's like a gas price thing for me. It's like, yeah, if they get to a very expensive point, I get it, but like, I'm still gonna get gas.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you there. Eggs are every day. It's like I don't care. 6 still buying 2 cartons. Gonna do them.
$5.99 for me for some pasture raised eggs. They're like, you know, legit coming from farmer-owned companies. $5.99, not that bad for a dozen at all. Especially for what they do for my body. My body.
Yo.
You want my guns? Come take it from me. Did I show you guys
I like that
video?
attitude.
Yeah, I think so.
I did show you guys?
Yeah, you sent it to me. You sent it to me in Kidsman in Discord the other day.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like,
but we
hey,
didn't actually watch it?
No, not on this.
Do we
not
wanna
on
look
this
it up?
program.
All right, let's watch this. Then we get it.
Then you
Look
take
up, you want my guns? Come kiss me for it. Oh, you're gonna love this one, dude. You're gonna love this. Yup, right there.
I got a message for all you liberals out there. You want my gun, my firearm? Come take it from me. Just walk through my door, come into my home, and take it from me.
Alright, scared.
With your weak, soft, liberal, girlish hands. Just try to put those hands on me. Those soft, liberal hands. Put them on me, on my body. Slowly, gently dragging your fingers up and down my arm, giving me goosebumps. You want my gun? Come kiss me for it. But not like right away. Don't be too obvious with it. Let's do that thing where our faces get close to each other. And you know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. You just stare at each other's lips. But you're waiting for the right signal to give yourself over to them completely. Like in a walk to remember. Come do that for my gun. Bite my lip and play with my hair. For my firearm. If you want my gun, come spank me for it. Not like too hard, but like still hard, you know? Like hurt me but make me feel safe at the same time. You pussy liberals.
I think he's gonna have all his guns stolen from him.
So if
That's
you
what's
see
gonna
me
happen.
saying, you want my gun, come kiss me for it. This is what I'm referring to.
That's great.
Coleman must be too fucking high off the wacky tobacco, dude. Because I would have expected him to be fucking chucking laughs at that one.
I am pretty lit.
But he's
I'm gonna get
leaning.
even more lit.
Me and Coleman are both leaning, dude. This is what happens
Lean,
when you get
double, triple cup.
What?
Lean,
Say
double,
cup
triple
one time.
cup. Can't put down.
I didn't say cup. I said cup. No, cup. Like C-U-H.
Cuh?
Cuz, what up,
Like
cuz?
cuh? What cuh? What up, cuh? Homie, where that bag at? Where that bag at, cuh?
Coleman's the homie where it's like when he's like, "What's up, playa?" You're like, "Hey, yo, don't call me that."
I don't say player, cuh.
It would be funny though, like if you did, if you were like, "What's up, playa?" We'd be like, "Hey, don't do that."